What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? The uncivilized mutt strikes again. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill Thursday that will no longer require juries agree unanimously to recommend death sentences, reducing the number of jurors needed to recommend a death sentence to the lowest threshold of any state with capital punishment. SB 450 reduces the number of jurors needed to recommend a death sentence from 12 to 8. The bill was prompted by a jury's decision last year to not hand the death penalty to Parkland school shooter Nicholas Cruz. A jury recommended Cruz receive a life sentence without the possibility of parole instead for the February 2018 shooting at Florida's Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Of the 12 jurors in Cruz's trial, 3 voted against the death penalty. The move quite naturally left some family members of the victims disappointed and upset that the uncivilized mutt would not be put down. All right, fam, where you at with this? My thoughts. Another banana in the tailpipe move by an uncivilized mutt. This really ain't about Nicholas Cruz. This is about having more power to kill more black people. That's right, I said it. Because every time they put a law in place where they're gonna be harsh, they're gonna be tough on crime, that is code for being harsh and tough on black people, who always gets the brunt of the strong fist of so-called American justice. All it takes now is 8 people to say, you need to die and you out of here. You get the death penalty. This ain't about Nicholas Cruz. Fam, Ron DeSantis is the devil himself. He's a devil's advocate. He cares nothing about the citizens of Florida. He cares nothing about people in general. All he cares about is trying to do little things that can get him more brownie points with his party and keep him in the seat that he's in. The state of Florida has had dozens of death row inmates who have been exonerated, mostly black. So with them changing to that 8-4 rule, you're gonna have dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of more black men who are going to end up on death row. And some will eventually be exonerated, but many won't. Many who are going to be innocent. See, the thing about the death penalty is this, fam. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You got to be one way or the other. You can't say, okay, you're not going to be able to pick and choose who get killed. You can't say, okay, I'm for the death penalty, but when it comes to this person, I don't want him to die. I don't think that's a good idea. He shouldn't die. So you're either going to be all the way in or you're going to be all the way out with the death penalty. As much as I loved my cousin when he was murdered, I had to fall back on the legal side and not try to have my family pursue the death penalty for his killer. Because this is one of those situations where we got to take our bitter with our sweet. Overall, not having the death penalty, not supporting the death penalty is going to save lives. It ain't no rush to kill anybody. Once they get in prison and they locked up, they in the hole, they ain't going nowhere. they're not going to be a threat. If you isolate them, they're not going to be a threat to anybody but themselves. So let them have it. I personally think letting them rot away would be a better service to the public. I think that's more of justice than just giving them a nice little cocktail where they can just fall asleep. I mean, certain people do certain things if you can get them before they go in, Another discussion. But anyway, fam, drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Yeah.